everybody! Today I'll be doing my February update for my cross stitch. I am aware that this is coming out not in February, but actually in the beginning of March. So I am sorry about that. Everything's just been kind of crazy. I've been having basketball, as I've mentioned before, and school. I now have 2 science projects going at once, as well as it's almost the end of the trimester. And so everything's just kind of happening at once. And so that also means that, as per usual, I do not get nearly as much stitching done as I would have liked to have gotten done. But I still do have some progress to show you, so that's pretty good. So I'll get to it then. So I'll show you my whips first. Didn't really organize these. So my first whip is my Frosted Pumpkin Passport, and the February block was France, and my family's actually been to France. We all went to France on a river cruise, which was very, very fun. I think I might have mentioned that in my last video once I found out what February was going to be. Yeah. So this is what I have. So I've completed January, which was London, and I also finished February. Now March has come out. It came out yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's Amsterdam because it has windmills and tulips, so it looks like the Netherlands. It might not be, though. I do really like this project. I love different countries and I like to travel different places, and I think it'd be cool if I could try and go to all the places eventually in my life that are on here. I've already gone to France, so I got that base covered. But I'm fascinated by other cultures, and so I think this is a really good thing because I just like different countries and stuff. And this Pictureless Plus fabric is so nice to work on. With most Aidas, I'm used to them being like crusty and not really being that pliable, but for some reason it's probably because this is hand dyed. The fabric is so soft, and it doesn't have the same like crustiness that many of the fabrics you either buy or get in kits have, which is really nice. My second whip would be my Celtic, I think that's how you say it, Celtic Summer. Now, like last month, most of the progress I made on this was made in car rides to basketball games. So I'll show you what I have. You can't really see it very well, but here, I'll try and fold it. This is a very big piece of fabric, so it's a little bit difficult to show you exactly where everything is. Here, I'll fold it. So right about there, here, sorry about my nails, I mean to redo them. You can't exactly see very well. There, maybe you can see better. So I've done some of the purple for the dress, as well as a little bit of light green along the outer part of the blue. Now in the purple section, it is a little bit discouraging. I did make some mistakes, and then I went back to fix them, and then I made more mistakes. So now I have to take it out again, which I'm not a huge fan of frogging things in general, and so when you have to double frog them, it gets a little bit tiring, but I am enjoying working on this project. This is my first time working on linen, and occasionally sometimes I'll forget I'm working on them, and I'll pull the threads really tight, and so the holes will become very big. And that really bugs me, and then I have to go back and redo them so they don't look so bad. But I don't know. I like the look of once you work on linen, but I like how with Ada all the holes are already there, so there's not the same problem with tension as with linen, where the fabric can actually kind of collapse on itself and it can become an issue. But linen still looks better than Ada does in the long run. And I've ordered one of the needle paints that I missed from 123 Stitch, like literally at least a month ago. And it still hasn't showed up. And I can't imagine why, but it still hasn't showed up. So I'm hoping that it will show up soon. Someone just slammed the door. I'm a little skeptical that maybe because the needle paints, half of them have been discontinued anyway, but I'm hoping I will get the color so that it can be done at least as accurately as I possibly can do it, even though most of the green and blue needle paints have been discontinued. Now my third whip I'm very excited about, and I mentioned this before. This is my very first Heaven and Earth designs, and it's called Mini Blueberry Basket. That's what it looks like. I love this so much. I love cats. And the color pink, so it's like win-win. I did actually get quite a bit of progress on this month. I was able to, and all of this progress was last weekend. But I was able to mind my park threads. I was able to finish one column as well as the first block in the next column. Now I have had this since September or October. So considering it's now March, this has been a whip for quite some time. So considering that, this is not a lot of progress. But I am very happy to have a column done. I'm very much looking forward to, I think partially why I haven't gotten so into it, is I haven't gotten to the part where you can actually see the cat, or any of the basket for that matter. Right now it's just all background, and quite a bit of the picture itself is actually just background, which I'm not a huge fan of doing the background, but with Heaven and Earth designs, because there's so many colors, it never really gets boring doing the background. Like with some cross-stitch patterns, it'll be like one color for hundreds of stitches, and that just gets boring to me. But with Heaven and Earth designs, at least there's variety even in the background. But I think it'd be very cool if I could finish a page relatively quickly. I don't know about that considering how long it took me to finish a column, but I think a good goal for me at least would be to try, maybe, I don't know, to finish one of the 10 by 10 squares each week, which I know is not a lot, but I don't have a lot of time to work on it, so I'm pretty sure that's a reasonable goal. Now I have noticed, I don't know if you can see, this is on 18 count Ada, by the way. I really like working on 18 count Ada. I might try, if I do another Heaven and Earth designs, to do it on 20 count, or maybe 22. But I like how with Ada the holes are already there. I don't know if you can see. Here, I'll try and bring it up real close. It's still not very in detail. But I feel like my tension changed from the top of the column to the bottom of the column, which is really not good. But you probably can't tell. It's probably just me finicking over it. But when I very first started this, I was a very loose stitcher, and I've all of a sudden gotten to be a tight stitcher. And so I like this tighter stitches more, the way they look, but I can tell the contrast between the looser stitched sections and the tighter stitched sections, if that makes any sense. But I've been scrolling through Heaven and Earth Designs, and I've been seeing a lot of people doing a stitch in time. I know Teresa Little Stitcher is doing that. I think I got that name right. Yes? Yeah. And I looked at a lot of Amy Stewart's patterns, and I think I might want to try one eventually, if I finish this one. I like, what's it called? It's like, it's not the, bookshelf format of the candy shop. It's like a little bakery. I like to bake, so I thought that would kind of like connect with my personality, I guess. But, I should probably try and finish this one first before I get ahead of myself and try and make more. But, so that's all I have in terms of my whips. And, I know that's not very much, considering, it's been a whole month. But, this weekend actually is the state basketball tournament. So my basketball team's been, not any more than usual, has been having a lot of practices, but we've also gotten at-home practice to do. But I'm hoping that because I'm not going to really be able to do anything like schoolwork or chores the state basketball tournament is 2 hours away from where I live. So first of all, there's a 2-hour car ride with nothing to do except work on my cross stitch. And also once we get there, I'm not really going to be able to work on my homework or do my chores or any of that. So I'm hoping that actually the state basketball tournament happening will actually give me more time to work on my cross stitch. I don't really know. Hopefully. But, maybe that'll mean I'll have more for March's update. That'd be pretty nice. But, I know this video is kind of short, as most of my videos are. I really do wish I had more to talk about in them, and they're probably not always very interesting when I show you maybe like 20 stitches I did. But, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!